Alright, well, there's been a few changes. I'm a little bit sick, so ignore the fact that I sound like my voice is pretty much on the way out. I put this milk crate here. I zip tied it to the side of the tank. There's these little holes if you look like that. There's little holes in the top of this kind of tank. So I zip tied it to the side, and then I took all that ugly tape off, and I put the filter output into the basket, and I filled it with filter media, so just like sponge throughout the whole thing. And the reason I did that is because the water flow was way too high in this tank, and you could just tell that the gills were moving a little bit too much, and it just wasn't what I wanted my tank to be. So now it flows through all of this filter media here, and it definitely softens the flow of the water going into the tank. And I did something else. You'll notice that you don't see anything except for just like a big dark black pit and a couple of the albinos that are sticking out, and the leucistics. And the reason for that is that I took literally everything out of there. The reason being is that there's just mud caked onto everything. And another reason that I took it out, not only just to scrub it, is because it was creating like a little vacuum of like all the poop and the nasty stuff from the last like year that the filter never got to, that just stayed at the bottom. It all sort of just clumped together and hid in nooks and crannies between the decor, and it was just the nitrates. I just did a 30% water change the other day, and the nitrates spiked up to over 40 within a couple days, and that's because of all of the nasty stuff that just wasn't out of there. It was creating too much ammonia, and then it was just instantly nitrate. So I am going to have to put this all back in, but now that it is super clean, it'll definitely help with that nitrate problem. There's just little areas without all the decor to get in the way of things. There's a lot of areas where all of the stuff will settle and I can actually get to it better. See all that nastiness that was at the bottom? So I'm trying to get as much of that as I can out of here, and now the filter is sucking up a lot more too, because it no longer gets trapped between everything because there's nothing to trap it. And oh, it's so nasty. But yeah, all this dirt right here was just sitting there. The filter wouldn't get it. And it was contributing to my terrible nitrate problem. I mean, it was nasty. Like, this is like the easy part. I already spent like an hour or two cleaning up this mess. I already spent about an hour or two cleaning up the mess, and I also spent, I mean, the filter did a lot of the work though. I mean, the filter went ham on this, because once everything was like, the water just looked completely murky and nasty once I had everything flowing around in the tank and unsettled, and they just, I mean, the filter's doing a hell of a job, and I plan to clean that filter out absolutely as soon as I'm done putting everything back into this tank. So yeah, that's new, and cleaning out the entire tank is new. It was also a disastrous mess, and I got completely soaked during it. And there's all of it. And there's also all that there too, all the plants, the fake plants. Oh, and the real moss ball, which is disgusting now. Yeah, they tear it apart. They really do, and I don't know what to say about it because, I mean, they tear it apart. These axolotls, I can't deal with them anymore. They can't have any nice things because they ruin it all. Yeah, they want food. Now here's a little bit of food for thought here. Is I've been wanting to take this 30-gallon down for a very long time, and so I took out all the crayfish that I could catch, but there's still some in there. And I noticed, because I thought all the babies had either died or gone away because they're just so small, and I forget how small they really get, but if you look in there, there are babies everywhere. Tiny little babies, just tiny little micro babies. See that right there? There's like 1 million of those inside this tank. So if I wanted to take apart the tank, I could be potentially accidentally flushing these guys down the drain, the babies, because they're hard to see, and they could get into my wildlife, and I'm gonna be in trouble. So I have to wait until all of the babies grow up, and then I can maybe take apart the tank very carefully. So I'm kind of, they killed all of my fish. You can see the guppies are all gone. The crayfish absolutely destroyed everything, and the community tank crayfish turned into a nightmare. It's a crayfish taking over territory now. Little babies are holding pitchforks. Yeah. Nut jobs.